Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Experiment Podcast with CJ Spicher, Episode 1. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time coming. I've always wanted to make a podcast, but never got around to it, but now I am. Today's episode, the very first episode, if I didn't say so already, which I probably did, oh well, is with Yaritza Pacheco. Ritza and I have been friends for about 4 years now, and she finally came on a podcast to talk about her love of painting. She's a teacher, she loves to paint, and she's very passionate about it. I never thought she'd be this passionate about something, but she is. And I'm more than proud of her. I think she's an awesome person to talk to, and I think you will as well. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Yaritza Pacheco. What was the initial thing about painting that made you want to keep with it?
It was the only thing I was good at. I feel like middle school is that time where you find out what you're good at.
Right.
And then high school is when you start to execute it. I don't know, maybe it's later for some people. But some people are good at science, some people are good at math, some people are good at sports. I suck at sports. All right, throw any type of ball towards my face, I will duck. It's just not going to happen. So sports weren't a thing for me. Acting wasn't a thing for me. And I just I've always enjoyed the arts and crafts stuff. I remember being a kid doing ceramics and all that stuff. So I just always geared towards art and visual stuff. And then while trying each thing out, painting was the one thing I was good at. It was the only thing that stuck.
All things.
Yeah, I mean, within art, there's so many different facets. So painting was just the one for me.
Did you always see yourself as a painter, originally, or was it something when you were a kid? I want to do this, but then painting came along and just changed whole outlook on life.
I personally was never this is what I want to do. I remember kids being, I want to be like my dad and be a fireman, or so on and so forth. I just picked teacher. I would say I want to be a teacher when I grow up. I never wanted to be a teacher. I would just say that as a back. That's cool, you want to be a teacher. Just suck up to the teachers. But I never had an aspiration to be a certain career. And then painting fell into my lap, and I was like, well, this is the only thing I'm good at. So I guess I'll do this for the rest of my life. So
Speaking of being a teacher, you kind of are a teacher
I
now.
know.
And you're teaching painting years later.
It's so weird because I don't consider myself a teacher.
Right.
But I always say, I'm going to teach this class tonight, or the class I taught tonight was awesome. But I never am, I am a teacher. I usually say instructor. That's just the term that and I think part of that is because I mostly work with adults. So for adults, it's easier to say instructor and kind of be more on an eye-to-eye level rather than teacher, because, I'm teaching middle-aged women, and I'm I'm barely 23. So I've always used the term instructor, but I guess I became a teacher.
Oh. So do you ever want to teach kids at all to paint, or does your range vary when teaching or instructing?
Instructing, yeah. So here on campus, as a work study, I work with a lot of people my age. So here on campus, I work with my age, and then in Christiansburg at my other job, I work with adults. And I have done a couple of kids' parties. I'm not a big children. I don't enjoy kids too much. So I have never seen myself as an elementary school teacher, art teacher, anything like that. If I do see myself actually continuing education and being a teacher, it would be high school, maybe. But definitely I would consider college. I would definitely think about that. But I've never... I still don't see myself as a teacher. It's just weird.
Thank you very much once again to Yaritza Pacheco for coming on the podcast today. If you like that, please subscribe for more content. Also, check us out on iTunes. We'll have some more stuff on there soon. Hopefully. I think so. Alright, take care, y'all.